Today, we sit here as hope for the future. We will become the businessmen, the teachers, and the parents of tomorrow. Our own dedication to success in high school has given us the wisdom to lead
We are
tomorrow.
excited. I'm excited about this new medium to express ourselves and to share with the general public worldwide opinions, commentaries, thoughts, questions, problems in search of wholesome living. As I said earlier, we're living in a very critical time, and we do often so much need radical solutions. And so getting back to what I was saying for this session, or for our introduction, I want to talk to you about some very sensitive information regarding relationships. Seems to be the avenue by which we communicate in various menus that which we intend to be, partially that which we are, and hopefully that which we will become. Someone may have the divine side covered, but they don't listen. Someone else may listen, but then they don't respond. Somebody else may have insight, but they don't have experience. Somebody else may have a wealth of experience, but don't know how to communicate their insight. If you want to attract someone that will compliment you, then it is essential that you become to yourself what you expect from someone else. The courage to assess the change needed before the change can be made. I'm saying to you, this show is about slowing it down just a tad bit, you know what I'm saying? And analyzing things for what they truly are, if we can. Some things we'll never see the true light of. But if we keep pressing, if we keep looking, if we keep tilling the garden, you know what I'm saying, we'll find what we need. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. Georgia, and we trust that you are enjoying what we have to say. We're going to be scrolling across your screen email addresses and phone numbers for those of you that may have some input to what we have to say. Remember, the Salette Review is about the critical issues that we face, offering radical solutions. Well, it's common sense in a senseless and insensitive world. You know what I'm saying? And what we got to do is we got to get back to the basics of understanding at least how things work. That's what I try to do with my son. And for you single parents that are out there, you know, tell your children how things work. Start with something natural and then go forward. But we're talking about common sense. And with that being said, what I'm trying to express to you is that we got to understand how things work. If we don't understand how things work, listen, you can want something, I can want something, you can know something, I can know something, but until we both understand how things work, and that's the pill that's hard to swallow in the scheme of things.
Today, we sit here as hope for the future. We will become the businessmen, the teachers, and the parents of tomorrow. Our own dedication to success in high school has given us the wisdom to lead tomorrow.
Common sense is one of those ingredients that will help you in your relationship. They used to have a saying back in the day, stop and think before you speak. And get yourself into a flow to see what you're thinking and see what you're saying. In other words, take the time to analyze you. One of the things that I have learned is everything that comes to your mind, you can't do it. Everything that comes to your mind, you can't say it. Not if you want to live a productive life in the realm that you would hope. And in my personal life, I try to practice a serious level of restraint. And that's just my tip for you for this session. I remember as a child, certain things you just couldn't do. Certain things you just couldn't do. And from those particulars, some of y'all know what I'm talking about. You couldn't just open up the refrigerator and just get anything you wanted out. Restraint. Now some of y'all grew up where you can go in there and eat whatever you like because you knew how much to eat and how. That's cool too, but it's still restraint. Today they go in the refrigerator, kids go in the refrigerator now, and they'll eat up any and everything they want. And dare you to say something about it. No restraint. But then want to complain when there's no food in the house. See, sometimes what we expect of others cannot be produced because we haven't been truthful in the dimension of our own self-expectation. For an example, me doing this show is a level of expectation being raised in my own life. Oh, I have a million thoughts, you shouldn't do the show, who's going to watch it, and, you don't know what you're talking about. All these thoughts race like a NASCAR event in my mind. But I'm raising my own level of expectations, and I'm trying to tap into my own potential so that in the truth of that exercise, I would be more integral in raising the challenge of an expectation in someone else that I'm in a relationship and not per se with the dog. Listen, we're going to take a break right now, come back and close this thing out. We hope that you're enjoying the Salette Review. Today we're talking about the ingredients of a relationship.